Students, kindly keep your phones in silent mode. Very soon the guests will be arriving. बहुत जरूरी है. Kindly maintain the decorum.
फेसबुक को स्टार्ट नहीं किया यूट्यूब पे करिए फेसबुक पे चल नहीं रहा यार इसमें सर वो एक्चुअली स्ट्रीम भी हो रहा है बहुत जरूरी है यहाँ से बंद कर देगा तो कितना रहेगा क्या कोई स्टार्ट होने के बाद यहाँ से बंद कर देगा तो कितना रहेगा हाँ होना तो चाहिए आइए आइए सर इसको पूरा फोन भी यूट्यूब शुरू कर देगा सर आप हॉटस्पॉट से कनेक्टेड हैं मैं अपना हॉटस्पॉट बंद कर रहा हूँ ऑनलाइन मीटिंग से वो सर ले आई थिंक फेसबुक पिछली बार कौन थी सर पिछली ये हो तो रहा है सर इसका लिंक शेयर कर दीजिए यूट्यूब में हो रहा है फेसबुक मैं तो सोचा था आईडी किसमें लॉगिन करके पहले मैं दूसरा मॉनिटर से मंगा रहा टीम की आईडी करने
Nobody will go out now. Keep sitting.
सर यहाँ से बाहर जाके एक बार लीजिए मैं बाहर चल रहा हूँ वहाँ से स्ट्रीम स्टार्ट करता हूँ आप मतलब अगर नेट नहीं चल रहा तो आप बाहर थोड़ी देर बाहर एयरटेल है किसी एयरटेल हॉटस्पॉट लेट है ना जैसे कल शाम को नहीं हुआ था वैसे सर इनमें हॉटस्पॉट लेते हैं सर आपका एयरटेल जियो नहीं चलता सर एयरटेल पे दे रहे हो पासवर्ड क्या है निखिल पूरा कैपिटल है नाम क्या है हॉटस्पॉट का वीवो 90 लिखते हैं निखिल 123 निखिल 123 क्या एनआई किया चाहिए स्ट्रीम कर तो रहा है यूट्यूब में जा रही है प्राइवेट सर इसका लिंक एक बार मुझे फॉरवर्ड कर दिया
करेंगे सब लोग खड़े होंगे ठीक है कैसे आएंगे
मैं इसी सर को फॉरवर्ड कर दिया
साइलेंट ही बैठ जाना
सर चैट ऑफ बंदा बच्चे बहुत हो गए वैसे बोला था चैट ऑफ बच्चे का मान किया इसमें अच्छा टॉपिक मेरा नहीं तो सर लाइव स्टार्ट का स्क्रीन के सर लिंक भेजा आपने ये एक बार मैंने इशू से सर प्राइवेट का लिंक जो लिंक ओनली होता है ना, प्राइवेट जिसका लिंक होता है तो वही बोल सकते हैं। प्राइवेट
Please be seated.
नहीं, लिंक्स आई थिंक सेम होता है। सर एक बार मैं फोन में ही खोल के देखा था, वो लिस्टेड चल रही है।
A very good morning to one and all present here. I, Sujata Negi Thakur, on behalf of entire Graphic Era fraternity, welcome you all to the first international conference on Advanced Computing and Information Science, ICA-CIS 2023. This is a remarkable gathering of brilliant minds, researchers, academicians, and industry experts from across the globe, all united by the pursuit of knowledge and innovation in the ever evolving field of information science and advanced computing. The next 2 days promise to be an exciting journey of exploration, learning, and collaboration as we delve into the cutting edge advancement and trends that are shaping our digital world. This is a platform for professionals, experts, and enthusiasts from various domains to come together, share ideas, and engage in enriching conversation. Now, I would like to invite our chief guest, Dr. Rajiv Srivastava, sir, or our respected director, sir, Dr. Manish Bist, Manager Administration, Dr. Purushottam Pantula, sir, Head Placement and Alumni Relations, Himani ma'am, our HOD, sir, for the lamp lighting ceremony.
शुभं कुरुत्वं कल्याणम् आरोग्यं धनसम्पदम् शुभं कुरुत्वं कल्याणम् आरोग्यं धनसम्पदम् विनाशाय दीपज्योतिर्नमोस्तुते दीपज्योतिर्नमोस्तुते दीपज्योतिः परब्रह्म दीपज्योतिर्जनार्दनः दीपज्योतिः परब्रह्म दीपज्योतिर्जनार्दनः दीपो हरतु मे पापम् सन्ध्यादीपनमोऽस्तुते ओ दीपब्रह्मरूपस्त्वं
Thank you, everyone.
दीपब्रह्मरूपस्त्वं ज्योतिषां प्रपुरव्ययः आरोग्यं देहि पुत्राश्च मतिं स्वच्छामि ते सदा रविरस्तं समारभ्य यावत् सूर्योदयो
May I now request Conference Chair ICA-CIS 2023, Mr. Ishwari Singh Rajput, Head of the Department, School of Computing, to felicitate our Chief Guest, Dr. Rajiv Srivastava, Professor and Dean, IIT BHU, Varanasi. I now request Convener ICA-CIS 2023, Mr. Mukesh Kumar Sahu, Assistant Professor, School of Computing, to kindly felicitate Director, Graphic Era University, Haldwani, Dr. Manish Kumar Bist. May I please request Dr. Kamre Budham Singh, Assistant Professor, School of Computing, to kindly present the bouquet to Manager Administration, Graphic Era University, Haldwani, Dr. Purushottam Pantula. May I now request Mrs. Mukta Jukaria, Assistant Professor, School of Computing, to kindly offer a bouquet to Head Placement and Alumni Relation, Himani Ma'am. Now I would like to request everyone present here to kindly rise for the national anthem.
जनगण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड़ उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उज्जल जलधि तरंगा तब शुभ नामे जागे तब शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तब जय गाथा जन गण मंगल दायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे
I now request Mr. Ishwari Singh Rajput, Conference Chair, to welcome and address the gathering regarding the conference theme.
Respected Chief Guest, Professor Dr. Rajiv Srivastava sir, General Chair, respected Dr. Manish Kumar sir, our Manager Administrative Head, Dr. Purushottam Pandola sir, and Placement Head and Alumni Relationship Manager, respected Himani ma'am, dear heads of various departments, my colleagues, staff members, and my dear students. I, Ishwari Singh Rajput, Conference Chair, feel very privileged to welcome you all in this first international conference on Advanced Computing and Information Science, ICACIS 2023. As we all know that the Graphic Era Hill University was founded in 2011 and it is a deemed project of our Honorable Chairman Sir, Professor Dr. Kumar Bhanshala sir, with the goal of providing world-class education with a clear focus on cutting-edge technologies, professional development and students, critical thinking and quality research. The university has achieved numerous milestones in its glorious past on the basis of its academic rigor, consistently top-performing students, alumni, and an immensely strong and qualified teaching fraternity. For any technical university, we all know that research is an integral part. So I feel honored that we, the School of Computing Department, is organizing our first international conference, ICACIS 2023, with the support and guidance of our Honorable Chairman Sir, Honorable VC Sir, Dr. Sanjay Dasola Sir, Dr. Manish Kumar Sir, Director GHU Haldwani, Dr. Purushottam Pandola Sir, and Himani ma'am. The main objective of this ICACIS 2023 is to bring together academicians, scientists, and researchers to share their knowledge, expertise, and experience in relation to development in computing arena, along with software and information sciences. Additionally, it will also assist in presenting top-notch research contributions that describe unique, unpublished discoveries and analyze the most recent breakthroughs, trends, and issues in the concerned field of study. This conference serves as a platform for the exchange of innovative ideas, cutting-edge research, and transformative insights that have the potential to shape the future of our digital world. So, in the coming 2 days of this conference, we all will witness and gain insights of research from our esteemed speakers around the globe. From artificial intelligence to big data, from cloud computing to cybersecurity, from Internet of Things to blockchain technology, we find ourselves at the crossroads of discovery and innovation. So, I encourage all of you to engage wholeheartedly, to collaborate passionately, and to challenge each other's intellect in the spirit of fostering growth and advancement. As a closing remark, let's start this exploration with open minds and strong determination, and our teamwork can add to humanity's accomplishments and show the way for those who came after us. So, thank you, and may this conference be a big success.
Thank you so much, sir. I would like to request Dr. Manish Pes, Director, Haldwani Campus, to cast a light on his vision about this conference.
Respected Professor Rajesh Vastav, on behalf of the entire Graphic University fraternity, I thank you for coming from Varanasi to our campus to bless our upcoming generation of young faculty members. Professor Rajiv has a long-term association with Graphic Era. I remember in 2000 when he came to our campus. Just now we had an interaction. He said that I had to the GIT campus in 2000 when Ruda Sabha was there, right? Under the visionary leadership of Professor Kamal Bensala, sir, I thank you for his wonderful support on this. Sir, this campus started in 2020. It's a small intake of 300 students. And within a span of 3 years, I'm very proud to say that this year we'll be having a total of 2,000 students in our campus. We celebrate those students and every individual associate with us, the faculty, other students, staff, the supporting staff. And this conference is one of the first steps in transforming this campus into a major research contributor across the 4 campuses. The one important thing that I want to share for this conference that in a very short span of about 2 months, we were able to attract 62 papers, I suppose, from across the entire research facility. And one more important thing that this conference will shape into under your team guidance, that we will be encouraging our students also to be the part of this process. And in the next conference that we'll be planning next day, we'll also be seeing participation of the student end of. So with these words, I thank you all for the support. I thank the authority of the Department of CS, faculty members, our management administration for this always never-ending support, and the money man for making this process a real-time process that we need to support. And all the best to each and every input of this show. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. At this moment, we are especially privileged to have with us our chief guest, Dr. Rajiv Srivastav, Professor and Dean, IIT BHU Varanasi, who has made significant contribution to academic, research, and innovations. We are truly honored by your presence here today. Your exceptional contribution and leadership have inspired countless individuals across the globe. Professor Rajiv Srivastav is currently working as a professor in the Department of Computer Science and Engineering, head of the Center for Computing and Information Services, CCIS, and the Dean, Resource and Alumni Affairs, Indian Institute of Technology, BHU Varanasi. He also served as head of the Department of Computer Science and Engineering during August 2017 to December 2020. He holds the degree of BE, ME, and PhD all in Computer Science and Engineering and possesses 25 plus years of teaching and research experience. He is a fellow of Institution of Engineers India, FIE, Institution of Electronic and Telecommunication Engineers, FIETE, senior member IEEE USA, and member ICM USA. He has published 93 research papers in reputed international journals, 85 research papers in conference proceedings, 4 research reference books, 20 book chapters, edited 1 conference proceeding, and 4 patents. He successfully executed research projects funded by MOE, Government of India, and DRDO, Government of India. He has produced 16 PhDs, and 7 PhD scholars are currently working under his supervision. He serves as an expert member on different panels of various statutory bodies of government like NBA, UGC, UPSC, DRDO, UPPSC, reputed institute and university of the Government of India and state universities. He is also the member of Senate, Academic Council, Board of Studies, and research committees of various institutes, universities. He is on the reviewed panel of many international journals and conferences. He is recipient of Research Publication Award by IIT BHU Global Alumni Association in 2010 and 14 respectively. His biography was listed in Marcus Who is Who in Science and Engineering, USA, 11th edition, 2011-12, and 2000 Outstanding Intellectual of the 21st Century, 2011, by International Biographical Centre, IBC, Cambridge, England. His research interests are in the areas of image and video processing, computer vision, artificial intelligence, machine learning, deep learning, and computational bioinformatics. Without further ado, I kindly invite Dr. Rajiv Srivastava, Professor and Dean, IIT BHU Varanasi, to share his invaluable insight with this esteemed gathering. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in giving a warm and enthusiastic welcome to Dr. Rajiv Srivastava, Professor and Dean, IIT BHU Varanasi.
Please have your seats. Very good morning to all of you. Thank you, madam, for introducing me, and thank you the administration of Rafi Kerala University giving me an opportunity to visit your wonderful campus. As I was discussing with Dr. Manish that I have a very old association with GIUT and Well Kamal Ghantala, who is the chairman, who played a critical role in the educational field in this Uttarakhand education. I have seen him from the very beginning. So though I could not interact with him since last 24 years, but I have seen and I used to know. I must congratulate him the vision to transform the institution in this current form, which are now seen two campuses, one at Haldwani campus and another at Kintal campus, and GIT and now the university, state university, and we also keep on observing its growth and we are very happy. Because someone is visited, interacted, if you see growth basically, and differently I can say this university is contributing a lot to the people of Uttarakhand and India as a total. So I have been invited here for just interacting with you for first international conference on advanced computing and information sciences being organized by School of Computing, Rafi Kera University. Thank you, Dr. Ishwari Singh, for interacting me and just persuading me to. That's why I am here. Dignitaries sitting on the dais, Dr. Manish Kumar, Director and General Chair of this conference, Dr. Purushottam Pantola Sahab, Manager Administration, Ms. Himani Semwal, Placement Head and Alumni Relationship Manager, and Mr. Ishwari Singh Rajput, Dr. Ujjwal Singh, all the faculty members, delegates, and my dear students. I am delighted to be here in your as a give a opening remark about this particular conference. I was just told Dr. Ishwari to send me the details of your conference so that I can know. So I am very happy to note that this conference is being organized in 2 days, having a lot of presentations in hybrid mode as well as keynote and expert talks from the various eminent personalities working in education era. As I understand that this conference is being organized in 3 tracks. First one being the advanced computing, track 2 information science, and track 3 software engineering. These tracks have been meticulously designed. I was just gone to that content of the brochure that you are not giving any chance to leave anyone. Anyone who wishes to conference, they can participate, and that is very good idea. It is also very good idea. You should not be always selective in nature. You should give opportunity to everyone so that if anyone wants to come and participate and share his views, then it should be given.
So though you listed in advanced computing, cloud computing, distributed and parallel and human-centered computing, all of these are very niche areas of research. Though being taught since last 25, 30 years, some of them have been introduced in last 10 years, but they have gained much more attention due to these coming years, as well as soft computing track, soft computing, AI, machine learning. These are not new things, but they have become much more important in this current era due to the amount of data that we have. Earlier, we don't have the data. Earlier, we had only the model method. We wanted to draw some inferences from the available information, but now it has become the necessity because we are not able to handle that particular amount of big data. That's why this machine learning, AI, and deep learning are taking a lot of boom in this particular area. That's why it is also one of the important research areas. Then I saw that yes, IoTs are also included, Internet of Things. Yes, as you know, IoT is not only a internet, not just an interconnection of devices. Now it is being treated as a smart device. Now we are talking about the earlier we were talking about what are the various hardware components, how to connect them, and each of the devices are connected with some IP addresses, and they were capable of sensing some data, gathering some data, transferring that particular data to certain location. From where we used to analyze backend. Now, in this current era, we are also talking about smart IoTs, where we also want and intend to have computation as the IoT edge itself. So that's why we are talking about edge computing as well as smart computing, and they are also playing a very major role in various application areas. As well as AI ML, then computer graphics, virtual reality, and computer vision. I will come later. I was just going through this particular topic and they are very much interesting. And all computer science topics have been included. There is information science track. We have been given opportunity to network coding and information theory. Topic is very well. We are any researcher working in the field of network protocols as well as information theory, coding, data compression, they contribute. Thank you. Then big data analysis and analytics, image and video processing, software engineering as well as end product we also included. So as we know that we are living this current era of artificial intelligence, so as we know that AI is basically an act of an act which is going to emulate the activities of human being. Normally, we categorize into three parts: sense, comprehend, and act. As a human being, what we do, we sense something. We try to understand that particular thing, try to organize that particular information, and then interpret. The sense, comprehend, and act. Similarly, the technology also flows from here. If we talk about sense component of AI, then we talk about various senses. Like as a human being, we have our eyes as a visual sensor, our nose, our skin, our ears. So various research areas that fall into this particular category belonging to the, if you are dealing with the visual sensors, that is image processing, video processing. If you are dealing with audio signals, then it is audio processing. For dealing with the speech processing, it is speech processing. So input is important, what kind of input you have. And normally we can have a multimedia input nowadays for arriving at certain conclusions. It may be a combination of text, image, audio, video, anything. And when we talk about comprehend part, if I were talking about sense, then we talk about various kind of sensors that we have, what kind of sensors have been used to acquire that particular data. Then next thing is that to organize that particular data, knowledge representation, all those things come into that particular part, comprehend part. And other interesting areas related to comprehend part include your natural language processing, knowledge representation, etc. Then third part is the act. You sense, comprehend, then act. Then here your AI, machine learning, and other things comes into picture because you already have a lot of information. You have the organized that particular information. Now you want to train that particular information and learn from that particular information. So that once you are learned at model, then in future any unknown information comes to that particular system that can be easily classified or you can predict in future because as a human being we are being trained since childhood if we see anything, then we can easily classify. But when we see anything that we have not seen in our life for any time, then it becomes difficult for ourselves to provide or classify, to provide label for that. But yes, based on our information and knowledge, we can correlate, yes, it is similar to that one. That is the concept of transfer learning, where we have some kind of reference. Normally, computer vision and image processing, machine learning and deep learning, which is my research area, which I usually work. Major emphasis being the design and development of mathematical algorithms for low-level image analysis. Study and implementation of machine learning, deep learning algorithms at the lower level for project purpose. But when it comes to the research, then we have to see that what kind of machine learning or deep learning architecture we can come up with to solve a particular problem, so that you can contribute to the knowledge. So research is about contributing to that particular knowledge that can be further disseminated. So if we talk about computer vision is a terminology which consists of three terms. First one is your image processing, second is your image analysis, and third one is your image understanding. It is an end-to-end process, which is a very good example of any AI system. This is one of the example of any AI system. Here, image processing means you have the image or video data as a input. But before that, we have its physics. Then how the images have been acquired, what kind of data we have, what kind of application we are dealing with. Then we have to also understand the physics of acquisition of the images, so that we can have more insight information about that particular data. Because image is a two-dimensional matrix, only data comprising of each pixel. That pixel, that integer value contains a lot of information. It is up to us that how we are going to interpret it. Whether we are going to interpret it only as a intensity value or color that is going to be displayed on the screen, or we want to infer some other hidden information from that particular data. So that is, data is very much powerful. We should understand its capability and other things. So depending upon that particular thing, we have. For example, if we see, why do we need image processing? If we can understand, it is not for us. Any system, any device, any process is automated for dealing with those tasks where human beings are not capable of doing that, or they want to, or they are not capable or not free to do that, and they want to automate that particular process. So normally, as a human being, we can analyze and see a particular image or its object that we can see only. What about opaque objects? Objects, for example, then we talk about medical imaging devices, X-ray images, and from where we are getting those. Because we cannot see from our naked eyes. Electron microscopy, nuclear imaging, thermal imaging, those are devices. And all these devices are based on the various physical principles. So we have to understand that what is the operating principle of each of these visual sensor or cameras or devices. And each of the device normally operate into different energy bands. For example, as a normal camera, the visible light, the visible range. If you talk about X-ray, there is an electromagnetic spectrum of energy bands. If you see that particular various bands are there. X-ray band is a very popular example is the X-ray machines. If you see about radio band, then you can see that MRIs, CT scan, and many other devices are there. So each and radar imaging. So each of the devices are only capable of capturing that particular information based on the energy source that we have. Because in imaging device, during image acquisition process, what we consider that we want to image a particular object. If we have a 3D object and we want to produce this image to some imaging plane. So for example, as a human being, I am seeing you. How I am able to see you? Because some light is there, some light source is there, which is illuminating you. And reflections are being made to our retina. And there is a camera plane. Their 3D object is being converted into two-dimensional plane. There is no perspective projection. In a similar fashion, those image acquisition processes are designed. So, understanding the acquisition process is also necessary for dealing with those devices. Once you have acquired the image data, next thing is that how to process them. Because in computer vision there are three components: image processing, image analysis, and image understanding. And they have this computer vision has diversified areas of applications, starting from healthcare, education, security and surveillance, automated path planning, everywhere, agriculture, everywhere you can find out these applications. So wherever we work on some kind of project, we see what is the kind of application we are working. What is the input which are available to you and what we want to automate. Then we think for the set of processes which are available to you, what kind of data we have. Whether we have some data limitation, we don't have data, then how the data has to be acquired. Because data collection is also one of the important parameters. Because in most of the researchers they work on the available data from some repository, but if you are working on some real-time problem, you may not have the real-time data. In that case, data should be acquired. For example, medical imaging domain, when we apply deep learning and other things, deep learning requires a lot of big amount of data, large amount of data, but we don't have that. Then how we can apply it? It is not necessary to apply each and everything which is not meant for that. Even if it is required, then we have to increase the amount of data. For increasing the amount of data, we use various augmentation techniques. We have the small set of data and we apply the various set of augmentation, rotate them, translate them, scale them. We apply various combinations so that that amount can be increased and so that it can learn properly. So normally, in image processing phase, the basically transformation of data from one domain to another domain may be required, may be required for applying the set of transformation. For example, the data that we see, that is normally spatial domain or time domain data. But sometimes the algorithms which are available to us, they are not much more efficient to apply in that particular domain. That's why we need certain kind of transformers. One transformation is your Fourier transformation, two-dimensional discrete Fourier transform, where we convert the spatial domain data or time domain data into frequency domain data, DFT. But since the DFT involves the complex conjugate terms, then its implementation may not be easier. Hardware and software implementation may not be easier. Then we go for discrete cosine transform and other kind of implementation techniques. So many methodologies are there which can be. Then after that, what we can do? After that, after processing transformation, then we need enhancement, means how to enhance that particular data, how to restore that particular data. The restoration basically deals with the application of applying denoising algorithm. Then before applying denoising algorithm, we have to understand that what kind of noise is there, whether it is additive noise or multiplicative noise. Based on the kind of noise, you can apply the various filtering techniques. So once your data is prepared, next thing is your analyzing that particular data, image analysis. Now usually they are image segmentation, edge detection, segmenting the interest of objects. Objects of interest, from multiple objects of interest may be there, which may require segmentation, extracting that particular segment from that particular data, and then further analyzing them. So here we deal with the various segmentation approaches. Next thing is that dimensionality reduction. Yes, we are dealing with a database of 1,000, 10,000 images, then applying the processes on those whole overall database may take a lot of time. Then how we can reduce its dimension? For reducing the dimension only, we use the feature extraction techniques, means defining certain attributes or characterizing a particular object by using lesser number of attributes. For example, I am a human being, I am a biological entity. If I have to define them in biological terms, we require a lot of data. But I have been assigned some attribute, my name, my father name, my mother name, my roll number, my employee ID, my place. These are certain unique IDs. For example, in Aadhaar, you have your own important features, retinal features, face features, all those features are there. So we can assign certain attributes and we can extract those attributes. So in that way, you can reduce the amount of data that is associated to be processed further. For example, you have a database and of image of size 1024 into 1024. With each image is of size 1024 into 1024. The total number of pixels are 1024 into 1024. And you have 10,000 such images. So 10,000 into 1024 into 1024. You need these number of integer values to be processed to arrive at a certain conclusion. Then what we can do, we can extract certain features. For example, we are dealing with some medical imaging process and we want to detect the various kind of abnormalities of a particular object. For example, tumor detection and their abnormalities. Then what kind of features may be important for that particular image object? That may be your shape, texture, size, and other statistical properties. In this way, we extract certain their mathematical properties and then we reduce them further because all the mathematical features that you may have extracted may not be useful. Some of them may be mathematically redundant, some of them may not be relevant with them. Then we apply various feature selection techniques where your soft computing and other techniques come into the picture. Then after that, once we have reduced the dimensionality, then we need the kind of machine learning model. We have to select whether the available data is labeled or unlabeled. If some label is assigned to each and every data, then we use supervised learning. If data is unlabeled, then we use unsupervised learning. So various machine learning models are available. For example, your support vector machine, decision theoretic based approaches, discriminant analysis, linear discriminant analysis, Bayesian classifier, maximum likelihood classifier, k-nearest neighbor, support vector machine. A lot of models are there. Then we have before choosing a particular model, and first again you have to see then what are their mathematical properties, in which way they can contribute. Decision trees, then ensemble of then the random forest, boosting, ensemble, a lot of combinations are there. So we have to study and then select a particular model because we know the kind of data that we are available. Then we train that particular model. Once that model is trained, they learn the attributes of the available data. Then in future, during the testing phase, if some unknown data or image comes into that particular system, it again extracts the same features of that unknown object, which is going to be identified as we have extracted for the trained data. And they are then in the testing module, based on the past information, it classifies that particular data. So supervised learning can be seen as a classification problem or a regression problem. I was talking about classification problem where we want to assign certain level. Regression problem, this is a discrete or non-linear where we want to predict something, not the linear regression problem. If we are available certain data which has a linear pattern, we want to predict in future that how what will be the next value, and that we use this method for estimating the various coefficients of linear regression method. Y is equal to n plus the regression of a line, and is equal to beta g slope. What is that particular slope? What is beta g? What is c? Then they are estimated by using the weight square estimations and they are fitted. Similarly, we may have non-linear growth of a, for example, we are working for a biological experiment where the growth of bacteria are being observed into a lab in a certain period of time. Then in that situation, that particular behavior may not be linear, it will be completely exponential in nature or other kind of behavior may be there. Then we have to at first learn that whatever the data that is which is available to us, we have to understand whether it is linear or non-linear, which kind of pattern it is performing. Then we are required to convert it to linear analysis. Regression and classification problem. Similarly, when you don't have the labeled data, these unlabeled data are there, and you are need to classify that, make various groups or clusters. Then we use unsupervised clustering-based techniques, for example, k-means clustering, study series clustering. These approaches are there. These are the, but both of them have their advantages and disadvantages because sometimes labeled data are not available. Even if the labeled data are available, even if the data is available and we are asked to annotate them, then annotation or labeling task may be very boring. those things may be there. And these may be some kind of advantages that may be there. Efficiency and performance of these kind of models are completely data driven. Same Bayesian classifier may give you the 78% accuracy for one data and 92 accuracy for percent accuracy for another. They are data dependent models basically and feature engineering based models. That's why in the current era we are talking about deep learning based model. We have large amount of data and we convolve that particular each and every data, generate a lot of features. Yes, we generate all possible kind of feature coding, and we apply software or activation function to classify. So that's why now this is the era of. But we have to also think that what kind of data you are available with and what kind of application you are working. If you are available with actual sufficient amount of data which can be trained by a deep network, it's okay. Otherwise, you can go with some pre-trained network, transfer learning based approach, other things. Otherwise, it may annotate that particular data and all those things. So many tools and techniques are there. And before working on any tools and techniques, we should analyze that what is the application and what is required. It is not always necessary that you will deep learning. It is not the fashion. You have to see simple method can solve a particular problem. You should go forward. And even before this deep learning, reinforcement learning era, there was the era of semi-supervised learning. Then we had some sufficient, some amount of labeled data and some amount of unlabeled data. Then we can mix those kind of data and then we can use semi-supervised in this particular algorithm, which is having both the characteristics, supervised and semi-supervised. And normally various methodologies are there in literature which were reported from 1995 onwards to 2010. Here still people are working. For example, they can be classified into constraint clustering approach. You know the clustering approach is used for unsupervised learning, KV. Here two components are there. If you see the KV clustering, there is simple minimization problem where you minimize the Euclidean distance and the center with the distance of the cluster. R means Ci minus X L2 norm. But here, suppose this is F1. In constant clustering, you can have one metric that can be maximized, you can have another metric that can be minimized. So F1 plus lambda F2. These things are maybe there. So constraint clustering, distance metric learning, manifold based learning, sparsity based activity learning, many methodologies are there. And many application areas are there. If you are interested in working in healthcare, then you can work with disease prediction, design and development of computer-aided diagnostic systems. And similarly, if you are acting with some video surveillance and other activity recognition, then you can also work in that particular area, or you are working with the crowd management, this video surveillance data. Again, you have to understand what are its components. For example, crowd count estimation, crowd behavior analysis, crowd flow analysis, crowd congestion analysis, crowd scene understanding. These are 5 core components that form the overall model of that particular crowd model. Similarly, if you want to work with the autonomous vehicles, as you know, this is a hybrid fluid which has many multiple components, sensors, then perception sensors are there, multiple kind of sensors may be there which are going to acquire our data, maybe GPS cameras or visual camera, radar, anything may be there. The next 2 modules are perception and planning module. And last module is your control module, which actually generates the control the various physical entities, accelerators, brake, and other things. So this perception and planning module, here you can as a computer scientist or electronics engineer, you can contribute here because this component involves the computer vision, machine learning, AI, and all these techniques. Normally, perception module includes the detection and localization. The detection problem may be lane detection, free space detection. These are some examples. Traffic light detection, traffic signage detection. These are some kind of problems. In planning module, you have to see that what will be motion path planning, behavior planning, trajectory planning, and all those things are there. So before starting with anything, you must be aware about this basic problem statement, and then for what problem you are going to work, then you must do a literature review or literature survey. Then you must identify the research gap. We must see in last 5 years what has been reported in this particular area, what kind of research has been done. Then we should try to understand, then try to implement few state-of-the-art methods so that you can understand it's working from scratch. Then try to find out the research gaps that have been identified, and based on the research gap, you can define the problem statement leading to your further research. That what is the research, next research that I have to carry on, what is the further scope that can be accepted by the research community that may lead to the publication of paper, patent, etc. So there are enormous opportunities in this particular field, and based on your experiences, you may work on. And finally, I would like to thank the management for inviting me here, and much congratulations to the participants who are partic- participating in this event, and I hope that this will be a very great learning platform for all. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir, for sharing your years of experience with us today. Your words have left an indelible mark on our understanding of information science and will undoubtedly influence the direction we take in our future endeavors. Next, we have with us Dr. Kamred Udham Singh, is currently working as an assistant professor in School of Computing, Graphic Era Hill University, Dehradun. He has done his PhD in computer application from Banaras Hindu University, Varanasi, Master of Computer Application from Banaras Hindu University, Varanasi, and Bachelor of Computer Application from the University of Lucknow, Lucknow. He has received many fellowships like postdoctoral fellowship from National Cheng Kung University, Taiwan, University Grand Commission Senior Research Fellowship, University Grand Commission Junior Research Fellowship. He has many research papers in SCI's Focus Journal. He is a member of Journal Editorial Board. Please join me in giving a warm welcome to Dr. Kamred Udham Singh.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Dr. Kamred Udham Singh. I am working as assistant professor in Computer Science Department, Graphic Era Hill University. I have a PhD from BHU. Sir is also my professor in Computer Science Department, assistant in Computer Science and Engineering Department, and I was working in Computer Science Department under the supervision of Dr. Sachin Sinha. I am working on image security and authentication. This time I have two research scholars. They are also working on image authentication problem. One of them is working on color ultrasound image authentication. He has developed around 4 schemes to authenticate medical images. Because in this era, authentication is the big issue. Because during the COVID, lots of medical images have been transferred via the internet. So when radiologist received the images, then how he identified the image he received is original image or tempered image. For this purpose, it is uh, mandatory. There must be a skill which identify and authenticate the digital content over the internet. So uh, my students and me also working in the same area and provide a big achievement in this field to authenticate the data over the internet. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. And now, as a gesture of gratitude and appreciation, I would like to request our Director, Sir, Dr. Manish Kumar, to kindly step forward and present a memento to our Chief Guest as a symbol of our deep respect and heartfelt thanks for gracing us with his presence. Thank you, sir, for this meaningful gesture. Your presence and participation enrich the significance of this conference. Now, I request Mr. Ishwari Sikraju, Conference Chair, ICSEIS 2023, for vote of thanks.
Thank you, ma'am. So, what an insightful and inspiring speech what we have just had from our esteemed chief guest on this fascinating realm of advanced computing. We are really grateful for the valuable insights shared and the depth of knowledge imparted during this address. And sir, your words have shed light on the incredible possibilities of research within the world of technology and information science. So, on behalf of the entire audience, I extend our heartfelt gratitude to Professor Dr. Rajiv Srivastava sir for gracing this event with your presence and delivering such an enriching speech. Your expertise and passion have ignited our young minds and filled us with renewed enthusiasm for the limitless horizons that advanced computing can unlock. So once again, I thank you, our chief guest, and the dignitaries present over here for your remarkable address and for setting the stage for an enlightening and productive conference. So with your guidance, we are confident that the outcome of this conference will be nothing short of exceptional. So thank you all being a part of this remarkable occasion, and let us eagerly anticipate the exciting discussions that await us in the coming 2 days. So thank you all. Thank you, sir.
Esteemed guests, faculty members, and dear participants, now we break for tea and reassemble at 11 a.m. for the first keynote session. I would request everyone to proceed towards restroom for high tea. Students, please be seated here. Student, you also have a break of 15 to 20 minutes. We'll reassemble here after 15 minutes.